Okay, you know how everyone has some story of something stupid they did as a kid? Like for most people, it's like, I thought Play-Doh was real food and I ate some, haha, silly me. Well, I was a special kind of stupid, and I'm pretty sure I might be the only kid to ever do this. So from the time when I was first able to take a poop all by myself until I was about 5 or 6 years old, I had my own unique, special way of wiping me bum. And you know how from the ages of like 0 to 2 or something like that, your parents just wipe your butt for you. But then one day they're just like, alright, it's time, go wipe your butt by yourself. And so I can't really remember exactly how it started, but here's what I would do. So I'd take a poop, and then after I was done with the pooping part, I would climb up onto the sink counter, get into a nice straddle stance, and then bend over, look between my legs directly at my butthole in the mirror, and then wipe my ass. Now, the reason I did this was because in my mind, how the hell am I supposed to know whether my butthole still has poop on it or not unless I look directly at my butthole through a mirror? But apparently that's not how everyone else does it, so, you know, I've kind of had to change my ways so I can fit in with normal society. But back when I was a little kid and that's how I took shits, I just kind of figured that's how everyone else does it. Cause look, man, when you're like a really little kid, you just kind of assume that other people do things the same way that you do them. You don't really have a concept of other people being their own person and having their own unique thoughts and ways of doing things. So I really just figured it was normal. So with that being said, thinking that that was how everyone else did it, I remember being freaked the fuck out about public bathrooms. Because in my mind, it's like, okay, they have a mirror in pretty much all public restrooms, but there's other people in there. So I just figured like, damn, other people really just take shits, leave the stall, climb up onto the sink, bend over, and look at their butthole in the mirror while other people are in there. That's fucking weird. And so I just avoided taking shits in public restrooms for years. That is, until something happened that shattered my preconceived notions of how you're supposed to poop. So one day, me and my older brother are at my grandma's house and I'm taking a shit. So, you know, I finish pooping, climb up onto the sink as usual, but I forgot to lock the door. No biggie, I think to myself. If someone walks in, it's not like they're gonna be surprised to see a little kid looking directly at his spread butt cheeks in a mirror while wiping his ass. Everyone poops like this. And so right as I'm thinking this, my brother just happens to walk in and he catches me brown-handed, if you know what I'm saying, fully bent over, toilet paper in my hand. We make eye contact and he just goes, you know that's not how other people poop, right? I'm a deer in the headlights. I'm like, what? And he's like, that's not how you're supposed to poop. My mind was blown. My whole life was a lie. Not how I'm supposed to poop. What does that even mean? There's a different way to do this? And so I'm trying to get some more information out of my brother. I'm like, that can't be right. How can other people know if they got all the poop off their butthole unless they actually look at their butthole? And he's like, dude, they just look at their toilet paper and when there's no poop left, they know they're done. It's not computing for me. And my brother just starts cracking up because he's realizing that I've been doing this the past few years without anyone else noticing. But he assures me, nope, no one else wipes their butt like that. I'm the only one. And then he just leaves. And I actually remember later that day, he like tried to mention it to my mom. He was like, I saw him standing on the sink counter looking at his butthole while he wiped. And I think my mom just thought it was like some random bullshit my brother was making up just to fuck with me. Cause she just kind of blew it off like, nobody stands on a sink to wipe their butt. What are you, crazy? What kind of idiot would do that? Quit teasing your brother. But honestly, thank God that happened. I was the type of dumbass who would have just started public elementary school and I would have just climbed onto the sink and looked at my butthole in the mirror with other people around. But look, I want to know if I'm the only one who did this. There has to be at least one other idiot out there who did this as a kid. So please, if you did this, or if you had your own weird way of pooping when you were a kid, drop a comment. I'm hoping we can have a civil discussion about this topic.